Hey y'all, today I'm here in beautiful Sylvester, Georgia. Now it was by a happy accident that I discovered this part of Sylvester even existed. I've always driven through Sylvester for many years, and it's always been the part of town that's really not that nice. It doesn't look that pretty. It's the chain fast food restaurants and that sort of thing. And by a happy accident, I came through this part of town one day, didn't even know where I was, and then I realized I was in Sylvester, and ever since then I've wanted to do a video and show these buildings how beautiful they are. So today that's what we're going to do. Let's get into it. Y'all come on and go with me. Now this is a beautiful old bank building. It's now a jewelry store. Has a little bit of decay and has lost some of its face up there, but it is still an amazing building. There's so many of these buildings here. It's just like taking a step back in time. You know, it's been modernized, and it's not like being here in the 1800s. These buildings still have that same, they still give off that same feel. I don't know anything about architecture. I don't know anything about style. Those are buildings. I don't know all the technical part. That part doesn't interest me that much. I could learn it, but what gets me is I like what I like. I like to look at something and it gives me a certain kind of feeling. And these buildings give me a good feeling. I love to look at these type buildings. I love the style. I love the architecture. Although I don't know that much about it, I still love it. And I love the way it makes me feel. I love the impression it leaves on me. And there are a lot of things in life like that you like it, you're not really sure why, but you just do. You might not know all the technical aspects, you might not know everything there is to know about it, but you like it. And that's the way it is with me, with these buildings. It's just amazing to me that they stand here for all these years, and we just take all this for granted. We drive past, we pay it no attention. We don't really think about it that much, And just like me driving through Sylvester, the newer part of Sylvester, rather, the part that is not very pretty. It's just, like I say, there's some grocery stores, chain fast food places. It's just not very attractive. It doesn't look anything like this part of town. And that got me to thinking. I drive a lot and probably think too much while I drive, but it got me to thinking about how that's a lot like people are. With Sylvester, it's right the opposite of the way it is with us as human beings, I think. I was always seeing the not so nice looking part, the part that was not all that attractive, that was not the pretty part. The part that looked nice was hidden from me because I drive through it all the time. I think as people, it's kind of right the opposite. People present themselves a lot of times a certain way as being, you see the good part, you see what they want you to see, and the ugly parts they hide. They don't present that. So it just made me, I got to thinking about it. I said, we see people all the time and it looks like they have everything going on, like everything is perfect for them. Now, if that's not taking a step back in time, except for the power lines and the phone cables. But We think that they have the perfect life. Everything looks amazing, fantastic. But really, we don't know that that's actually what their life is about. We don't know. So I don't think we should envy anybody or think that we're less than anybody else or we want what somebody else has. Somebody may have a lot of things. They may have a lot of things. They may make more money, but that doesn't mean they're better off. You know, they could be in debt up to their eyeballs. People kind of live to what they make, and just because they make more money and have more toys doesn't mean they doesn't mean that they're better off. It just means they have more things. But then again, they could be so depressed or in debt. So my point is, just like the town of Sylvester, I thought it was one way, and it's something totally different. And I think with human beings, I think we're the same way. So my point I'm trying to make, and I'm long-winded and I'm not really getting to it that quick and that well, but my point is we should be happy with what we have and where we are. We can always do better. We can always try harder but I don't think we should look toward anybody else as to think that they're better off or have more or, you know, envy anybody, because I've known situations where I thought people were a lot better off than me. Come to find out, their life was terrible. So it's just be happy where you are, be content where you are, always try to be better, but just be happy in life. Little balcony there that has been enclosed. I'm sure that at one point in time was the hotel here in town, way back when. Check out the Palace Restaurant and Bar. Sylvester's not as small of a town as I normally do videos on. It's about around 5,600 people, which is still a small town. A little larger than usual. But it was just so pretty and so much like a time capsule. I just had to do a video. And then too, it was such a shock to me to see this part of town that I had not seen before. And I can't believe that I've come through here, driven through here all these years and never saw this part of town. And what a sense of history there is in this row of buildings right here. I mean, that's just like looking back in time, and then you've got added onto it a more modern building, probably 70s or so. But just look at these buildings. Look at the uniqueness of them. Like I said, it just gives me a good feeling. I can't explain it. I don't understand exactly why I love old buildings like I do. You know, I've not that studied on them or anything like that. I just like the way they look. I just like the way they make me feel. We'll take a drive around and just get a feel a little bit more of the town. Maybe even get a little bit of the area that I was talking about, what I normally see, and the contrast of this and that.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top, we're gonna hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. It laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. The moonlight's summer sky.
I appreciate y'all watching my video. Until next time, I'm Red. Keep exploring, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again.